What's up, everybody? Once again, my name is Matt, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda. In the last episode, we finished up the level 7 temple, and in this episode, well, we're gonna make our way to the level 8 temple. And that's pretty significant because, well, the level 8 temple has the remaining items that we need, the final heart container, and the final piece of the Triforce. That's right, after we finish up the level 8 temple, all that's left is Ganon's lair. Alright, so let's show this old lady the letter that we got long ago in a galaxy far away, because we want to buy this red potion. Now, the red potion is the better of the two potions. There's the blue one or the red one. The red one basically gives you like 2 potions, whereas the blue one only gives you 1. The potion will restore all of your hearts. Very useful item. However, it is not required to complete the level 8 or the level 9 temple. But the reason I got it is because, well, I am trash at this game. I have practiced the level 8 temple like, I don't know how many times, guys, but I cannot get through it without the use of a potion. So we're gonna take the potion. Hopefully we'll have some good like RNG and good luck going through there as well, because you're gonna need both of those things to get through the level 8 temple without like pulling your hair out. It is insanely hard. So yeah, that combined with my inability to play games at like a decent skill level makes for a very tough time. Thankfully though, the level 8 temple is pretty close by. It's actually one of the harder temples to find if you don't know where it is, because it's pretty obscure if you ask me. So what you want to do is grab your candle. We have the red candle because I believe we got that in the last episode, and burn this random bush. Yeah, that's literally it. And down these stairs is the entrance to the level 8 temple. I really don't know how they expected you to find this. There might be like an old man somewhere in the game that like tells you to burn this bush, but I'm not entirely sure. So who really knows? And oh my gosh, we got really lucky with that one bomb manhandle kill, because not only will we be using bombs a lot in this temple, hopefully by only taking like half a heart of damage, we'll make it a little bit easier, because that's one of my biggest problems with this temple, is taking a lot of damage early on, which makes a lot of the later rooms a lot harder. So if we can like maintain close to full HP, I think we might be doing good. But these freaking bubbles, man, keep like pushing me all over the place and like not allowing me to use my sword. Not cool, man. Not cool. Like seriously, they're following me around here. Get out of here, guys. Like mind your own business. I'm just trying to like kill some monsters and junk, you know? Like you don't gotta be all up in my business. And oh my gosh, that is the best thing that could have possibly happened to us. Thank you so much. Random like RNG enemy drops. Stopwatch. Best item that you could probably get in like a room loaded with enemies. So I am so happy about that. Hopefully this luck can keep going. But there we go. We got the Book of Magic. So what this does is it technically upgrades our magic wand that I believe we got in the level 6 temple, I want to say. I don't even think I've shown that off. But basically what it does is it will shoot out like a beam of magic, much like a whiz robe. And now with the Book of Magic, the upgrade is that it also shoots out like fire, kind of like our candle item. So this sort of like combined 2 things into one now, although it's really not all that useful like as well. You'll notice that in Zelda 1, a lot of the items don't really get a whole lot of use. Like your bombs, your arrows, and maybe your candle are the most used items. Everything else is kind of like unnecessary, to say the least. And man, oh man, do I hate this room. Like, not only are there way too many of the harder version of the Dark Nuts, the magic orbs from like the corners of the rooms that are constantly being fired at me are not cool, man. Like, I swear, it is impossible to get through this room without like taking a ton of damage. And like, I won't lie to you guys, 9 times out of 10, when I was practicing, this is the room that killed me the most. It is ridiculous the amount of enemies. Plus, like, the game does even slow down when you first enter that room. Thankfully, though, we didn't make it through. So now, all we gotta do are deal with these pole voices, which, not that big of a deal. Now they're even easier since we just froze time. Hooray! It's a good thing that they drop rupees more often than not, because obviously using our bow does eat up our rupees. While we're here though, let's actually restore HP, because we are a little bit low, and maybe having our sword lasers will help us out in the future rooms, provided that we can actually stay at full HP, which is a tall order for this temple, let me tell you that much. But I'll give it my best shot. I'm not going to guarantee anything though. Now, if you're smart, unlike me, you'll enter this temple with some extra keys left over from the previous temples, and if you do that, you can skip a lot of these rooms. But yeah, apparently I used all my keys in the last temple without even realizing it and did not stock up on any extras, so that was dumb, which means now I gotta spend more time going through this harder temple and collect some extra keys. Not really a big deal, but if you can avoid going in some of these extra rooms like to get these keys, trust me, it'll save you a lot of effort, because they're not easy 9 times out of 10. This one's not so bad, but still, we gotta like deal with some dark nuts and these magic balls again, and alright, we actually got a couple of hearts from that, so all things considered, we got kind of lucky with the RNG there. And you know what, let's see if I can like navigate through here without like using my candle to brighten things up. There we go, see, we don't need no stinking lights. Alright, let's keep going. Speaking of keys though, there actually is an item in this temple that we will be getting that's called the magic key, and basically it acts as the skeleton key of this game, so you can unlock pretty much any door with it and use it unlimited times. It's a really amazing item. Obviously getting it this late into the game makes it less amazing, but still equally as useful, because we're going to use it a ton in the rest of this temple and in Ganon's lair, so it still will get its fair use of, you know, exposure, I guess you could say, in the rest of this game. But, if we had gotten this earlier on, man, it would have saved us so much time. And again, that's sort of why I say, come into this temple with, like, maybe 1 or 2 extra keys, because it will save you the hassle of, you know, going through the extra rooms to get the extra keys. Then you can pretty much just like skip to the point where you get the magic key, and then from there you're like set, so just go for it, man. Alright, so this is a harder version of Goma. Obviously it's blue instead of like the weird orange color that Goma was in the last temple. Only major difference is that Goma takes 3 hits now instead of 2, so yeah, still fairly simple to go through. And yeah, this is not actually the room that I wanted to go to, but you know, it's fine, because these are pretty easy enemies, and I did sort of need a break room anyways, because I think now would be a good time to use the rest of my potion. So let me take care of these guys if I can normally, and then we'll go and drink up our potion and be on our way. Definitely want to like maintain a high HP level throughout the rest of this temple, since believe it or not, we got through a lot of the harder stuff already, so having like a fully restocked HP meter now means that we should be okay for the rest of this temple. Also, by the way, you may have noticed that when I used my last potion, it changed back to the letter, so now we can go and bring that back to another old lady in a cave and get access to buying those potions again sometime in the future, which is good, because there just so happens to be a potion shop near Ganon's lair, which we're definitely going to take advantage of. Of course, to do that, we need to get through here first, so let's start focusing on taking out all these enemies. That way we can get down this staircase, man. So, fun fact, I've actually recorded, like, the past 3 videos, like, back to back on the same day, which normally I do not do. Like, I maybe record 1, maybe 2 videos max a day, but I've just been so excited that I can record again after being sick for so long that I really just couldn't help myself. So if I do sound a little bit nasally over like the past couple of videos, mainly because like they've been recorded over just the span of a couple of hours and not like days like the rest of my videos are normally recorded over, so that's sort of why there hasn't been like a major change in the way that I've sort of sounded. Anyways, we got the magic key, so now as you can see, next to the little key icon, we have an A, which I guess stands for anything, maybe? I really don't know what that means. It might be like one of those programming things where the letter A means like unlimited in, you know, an 8-bit hexadecimal code or something like that. I actually don't even know, but it says A for whatever reason. But basically, we can use the key over and over again with little to no repercussions, which is pretty dang amazing. Now, hopefully, I can keep my laser sword as long as I can in this room, because I'd really like to know why I should not have said anything. I just jinxed everything, man. Alright, maybe one of these guys will be nice enough to, like, drop a fairy or something that I can use to, like, restore my HP. That would be nice, but, yeah, these guys are not known to be nice. But, as long as I keep dodging these magic energy balls and, you know, play it a little bit safer, we should be alright. Oh, man, I really do not like the looks of our HP right now. It's not looking good. Oh my gosh, a fairy. Alright, you know what? Never mind. I take it back. We're doing alright now, guys. Sadly, fairies don't restore you to, like, full HP, but it's better than just, like, 1 heart, so I will take it. Let's just try and not take too much more damage. That is the thing about, like, Zelda 1 that I find a little bit different than, say, the other Zelda games, because normally, you guys know I'm sort of like the run-and-gun type player when it comes to Zelda, but in Zelda 1, yeah, if you do that in the later temples, you're pretty much just gonna die, because everything does a ton of damage, and if you just like run straight into a ton of enemies expecting to live, well, they're gonna wreck your face, to say the least. Now, we do not need that key over there, but I do need to kill this Pole's voice, so come on, dude, just stay still, will ya? There we go, thank you. We are actually almost done with this temple. Believe it or not, the hard stuff is behind us, so let's just sneak past here, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's an old man here. 10th enemy has the bomb, so believe it or not, what he's telling us is after you kill 10 enemies, I believe the 10th one will always drop a bomb. Anyways, though, right through here is the boss of this temple, and guess what? It's the weird, like, dragon thing, this time with 4 heads instead of, like, 2 or 3 or however many it normally has, so it's really not that hard. Just go up, stab the heads, and that's really all there is to it. Of course, you will get, like, shot by a bunch of these magic balls, but, really, just try and, like, tank the damage. He'll die soon enough, and there we go. Let's just grab this heart container, and now, well, our life is fully maxed out, and there is the last piece of the Triforce, my friends. We've done it. We got the Triforce of Wisdom now, along with, like, the Triforce of Courage that I think we already have, so now we just gotta go to Ganon's Lair, get the Triforce of Power, and save Zelda. But of course, we're going to do that in the next episode. So if you guys enjoyed this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Matt. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.